Hey guys, so I got the inner rocker made. As you can see it before and after. The original one was just totally shot. So what did I end up doing? This piece here is made out of two pieces from England. If you can see the seam line. So I made the same. So this is the new one. And what I ended up doing is the braces in here, a lot of them were still in good shape. They have that undercoating on them. I just cleaned them off to be welded in. There was two of them that were totally shot. So what I ended up doing is I saved all the gussets and the mounting pads. And then down here, I ended up making two mounting pads to go to it. And I just took it out of the car because I had to clamp it in the car with the floorboards, because the floorboards actually get screwed in on this seam. And so I got the floorboards in, got everything aligned so I know it's at the right angle. And then I come up here where it was overlapped, and I had to clamp it and kind of beat it to where it really fit tight and weld it in. But back here, I had to take it back out because on the back side, this is where the inner fender goes, the wheel well, and it's totally gone. But I lined this up with an existing brace, which I'll show you over here. So here's that brace that it lines up with. There you go. So it lines up on the back side of this. This is the inner wheel well. It's totally gone. So I had to take, I wanted to get this in line fit. Then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna cut the inner fender out, the wheel well, and the C-post, the bottom of this, refab all this to get it tied back in, because that gets welded to the downside of that inner rocker. And then obviously I've got to fix this lip before I could put this rear quarter panel or fender, whatever you want to call it, back on. Once I get that done, I'm going to move up to the B pillar. The B pillar I ended up cutting off. That's the only way I can get this rocker out without damaging the whole pillar. But I have to add about a 3.5, 4-inch piece, and it's going to have flanges. Well, these flanges actually get spot welded to that inner rocker, so it holds the door opening the same as it should be. So if you look at it, I pretty much have the whole side of this car gone all the way up into the tunnel. The floorboards get screwed in. I'll end up making new ones, but I had to put those in to give me the right width from side to side. But as you can see, the A-post is totally gone. So I had to start somewhere. I figured I'd start in the back because this door, the rear door, fit really well. The front door, there was no chance. So I figured I'd get all this, get back solid, and then work my way forward. But as you can see here, this will be my next task after I get the wheel well fixed, is cut all this crap out that's rotted and Mickey Moused. And I'll put a real flange in there, and I'll get it welded in, and it'll be a lot cleaner. But it is crucial. This door fit really well, so that I put a brace in it. When I did the other side, I had a problem. I had a brace in the front, but since this A-pillar it just moves. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I'm gonna get the back to where it fits, and then what I'll do is I'll hang the front door accordingly, get my gaps where I want it, and then I could put that and weld it to the lower rocker where I really need my gap, or open it up, whatever I have to do. So that's what I've been working on. The rocker is the biggest, it's the foundation, and you've got to start at the foundation and work your way back out. So you really can't take measurements on something that's on the outside when the foundation underneath like this is screwed up. It's like building a house, guys. You know, you don't start by building the roof and then try to put your walls around your roof. You build the walls, the foundation, and you work your way up. So this here is your, I would say is more your basic metal shaping. All I did was use a brake. I mean, obviously you have to map it out. So on the back side, you know, it's a 1/2 inch here. That went up 75 degrees. This came back around, and this is all done in a brake. So this isn't real complex, but it's a start. I mean, it's a lot better than that. I mean, that was bent and bowed and everything else. So this will be a good starter point if you're into something like this. When you start getting into the more technical side of things, running the wheel and stuff like that, you're working with different shapes. But this is, I say it's basic for the fact that all you're doing is bending the metal. You're not shrinking it, you're not stretching it, you're not, you know, English wheeling it. It's just the basic essentials. And a lot of people think, oh man, this is pretty tough. It's not. But the one thing I can tell you is when you bend something like this, you almost have to map it out on paper or in your head first. Because the way I scribed it 1 inch on this side, then I flipped it over and did 1.5 inches on this side. The center is a 2.5 inch span. Then I had to put a 1/2 inch, I had to put a scribe on the back side of this, and then a scribe on the front side, on the back side, on the back side. And you've got to work it in order, because sometimes you'll start bending here, and you'll get to here, and you can't bend these. So you just got to kind of run it through your head, and over time you'll get it. But like I said, I started on the inside first, bent it to 75 degrees, flipped it over and did the 1 inch bend. Same on this side, and then I did the rest. So if you guys have any questions, go over there and shoot them in my comment box. Or if you guys want to see some other videos and stuff like that, go over there and subscribe. Or go over there and hit up my other social media accounts, Instagram and Facebook, and hit like or share. Thanks for watching.